This take has especially sort of come up with you in mind. I think you're going to have a few opinions to share here because it's got to do with your beloved Phoenix Suns, yeah. And here's a little observation that one of the recent games, I think a couple of days ago, that you guys, one of your star players, and you probably only really got one, really. Let's be clear, okay? Had a stinker of a game, went 4 from 13, okay, and made one 3-pointer, and you guys lost to Dallas again. And this take here is when Devin Booker plays the Dallas Mavericks, he turns into Russell Westbrook and he can't shoot the three ball and he chokes. It's as simple as that. Okay. Now let's look at a few stats here. Obviously, I've done some planning here as well. Okay. Let's look at his last couple games against the Mavs. Okay. Last game, 1 from 2. Okay. 1 from 1 the game before. Then he shot 1 from 8. All right. The game before that. So that was the third game let me just bring up the date here, in uh, the start of 2022. Okay. Then obviously, if we jump over to like the playoffs last season, which look, I'm not trying to hold this over from him. We know he had a poor series, and you guys had a poor series overall. The Mavs just came, showed up, and Luka took you guys apart. Okay, but here is his shooting stats. Okay, 0 from 4, 0 from 4, 3 from 7. Okay, and 3 from 6. Okay, he can't shoot against the Mavs. Okay. And I think that's a big issue for you guys because you guys are in the same conference as the Mavs here. And I'm curious on what you would like to say here in regards to your star player and why he can't shoot against this other elite team that you guys are hoping to get past, obviously, this year.
Well, I can't talk on behalf of Devin Booker. All right, let's be clear. But we've had this conversation before. We actually had it during the playoffs when they lost to Dallas. We talked about his Bucks finals as well, in which he has statistically poor shooting games in games that matter. And can't get beyond maybe a 20-point clip, but can't do it on a very good efficiency to begin with. I'm looking at the basketball reference. Obviously, the first game of the season against Dallas, he played well. But I'm actually looking, there's probably a tiny bit of a trend here. In a couple of the losses, they are down games. The game to Orlando that we lost, had 17 on very poor shooting. I think 30%, or 6 to 19 specifically. We've got the game against, where was the other one? Obviously Dallas as well, with the 4 and 13 and 11 points. And then there's a couple of other bad shooting nights against Golden State where we did pull it out. He actually shot 8 of 17 as well. I don't know. I don't know if it's a mental thing, if it's the teams play him in a specific way. Does Dallas have Phoenix's number? I think there's a chance of that. I think you look at the history of the league, there's teams that are very good, championship caliber teams that have a Achilles heel in the specific type of a team. The one that comes to mind instantly is the Orlando Magic to Cleveland, in which, we all touted LeBron was supposed to go to the finals and versus Kobe, and then obviously Dwight Howard's team really takes them out. And the only win that I think Cleveland got was on a buzzer beater. So, there are sometimes bad matchups. Now, the irony is that it's not a bad team matchup. It's just a bad player matchup. It's a Luka matchup. Luka dominates everybody, but teams do figure them out. So why can't Phoenix figure them out? I don't know if it's a physicality thing. I don't know if it's a revisionist history of he beat us. Like, he legitimately beat us by himself, really, in game 7. So maybe we can't get past that. I don't know if it's poor defensive scheming, if it's poor offensive scheming. Not that there's a way to stop Luka, but isn't there a way to slow him down? Isn't there a way to tire him out? Can't you force him into the switch on the pick and roll? Can't you force him to work more defensively so that he fatigues a little bit? I mean, we're really talking about a Jordan-esque caliber player, right? Where you'll get these quotes saying, "Oh, just force him left, or just double team him, or just make him switch."
I think we could cover 60 minutes of deficiencies against the Mavs you guys have had in the last 12 months. Okay, but the one that was really odd. See, here's the thing: Booker's still scoring. Okay, the first couple of games this year against the Mavs, he was still scoring about 27, 28 points a game against the Mavs, which is pretty much his average this season. But he can't shoot the three ball. That's the point, okay? And obviously, this is an elite player, arguably probably one of the best shooting guards in the league right now, okay? But he plays the Mavs, all right, and he can't shoot the three ball. That's a big issue for you guys. And like you said, maybe it's some level of offensive scheming. All right, how can you guys find him more space to be able to get comfortable to knock down that shot? But he's shooting woefully at the perimeter right now every time he plays the Mavs.
I don't have an answer for you. I think, is it a like the speculation completely, but is it a mental thing of Luka really can pull a 3-pointer out of his ass and do what he wants, and he'll hit 4 of 8 pretty consistently against any team that he wants? And is it an ego thing? Is it the clash of I've got to go three for three here, right? So he goes one, I've got to go one, and Devin Booker just can't pull him out like that, or Devin Booker can't handle the pressure of it. We've talked about this as well. Like Devin Booker has consistently put the ball into the basket, but has it really mattered a lot of the time that he's done that? No. And a lot of the times that it does start to matter, we see a dip off. And there's a litany of players that find, water finds its level. So is Devin Booker a star in the history of the league and not actually a superstar? There's a chance. Hopefully not.
Yo, this is Two Guys with Spare Time. I'm Faz, this is Nick. You're probably a basketball fan like us, so hopefully you can throw us an assist and giving our video a like and subscribing to our channel.
And if you got thoughts, feelings, or even some suggestions, please put them down in the comment section below. And thank you for using your spare time to watch us in our spare time.